Hi there. Now for this last part of the question, we had to find out this area R, bounded between the curve then, the y-axis, and the line NP, which was horizontal to the x-axis. And as you can see, the answer is 240 units squared. Now the method I've used here is not the one that's used in the mark scheme, but I think personally it's a lot quicker. And that is, you'll notice that I've translated the graph so that the area R is above the x-axis. And what I've done is worked out what the y-coordinate was at P just by substituting x equals 4 into the equation of the curve. You'll notice here, by the way, I've replaced what was kx with the value of k. Remember, we found out in the previous part it was minus 78. So when you substitute x equals 4 into here, you end up with y being minus 168. So the point P has coordinates 4 minus 168. So if I add 168 to the end of this equation, the effect is that it translates the graph up 168 units parallel to the y-axis. So it's going to look something like this. The area R is going to remain exactly the same, but all I need to do now is just integrate the curve with respect to x between the limits x equals 0 and x equals 4. So that's what I've done here. And in the usual way, just by adding 1 to the power and dividing by the new power, you get all of these terms here. Substitute x equals 4 into here, you get this result here, and then subtract what you get when you put 0 through. Well, they're all going to be 0, so we just have 0 here. So when you work this out, it's just 240. You'll notice I put units squared on the end. You don't have to do that, but I do that when we're working out an area. The slower method, in my opinion, then, is to just integrate the curve with respect to x between 0 and 4. You'll be working out this area in here. Now, because it's below the x-axis, it will come out negative. So you're going to need to change that to a positive value. And then you're still going to need to work out the y-coordinate of P. So you should be able to work out the area of this rectangle. It'll be 4 times 168. And then from that, take away this area here. And you should end up with 240. Okay, so there's my method, and you have the alternative method. Okay.